The equipment needed for both protocols is proper running attire, a 400-meter track, a heart rate monitor, which is optional, a pencil and paper, a stopwatch, and a scale. The warm-up for both protocols should include dynamic stretching and a brisk walk to increase heart rate. Heart rate can be taken at the carotid artery site by placing your fingers at the carotid artery. It can also be taken at the radial artery by placing your fingers closer to the thumb side of your wrist. It is calculated by counting the beats for 15 seconds, then multiplying by 4 to get the number of beats per minute. The 1 mile jogging test is for 18 to 29-year-old men and women. The warm-up should be 2 to 3 minutes long to establish a pace. This protocol is done by jogging 1 mile at a comfortable pace without stopping. This test is a submaximal test. The goal is not to run the mile as quickly as possible. Men should take at least 8 minutes and women should take at least 9 minutes. Post-exercise heart rate should be taken immediately after the test is completed and should not be greater than 180 beats per minute. Following the warm-up, I completed the 1 mile jog. As soon as I completed the jog, I took my heart rate using the carotid artery site. The formula to calculate VO2 max for the 1 mile jog is shown. As an example, I will use my information. I am a female, so I will use 0. Body weight is 68 kilograms, and I have to convert the seconds to minutes for time by dividing the seconds by 60. So the time is 10.22 minutes, and heart rate was 148 beats per minute. Using that information, I plugged it into the VO2 max equation. My VO2 max was calculated at 46.13 milliliters per kilogram per minute, and my classification was superior. The protocol for the 1 mile walking test is to do a 5 to 10 minute warm-up. This protocol is good for 20 to 69-year-old men and women and for sedentary and older populations. The goal is to walk 1 mile as quickly as possible without running. Post-exercise heart rate is taken immediately after the test is completed. Before completing the 1 mile submaximal walk, I did a warm-up of 5 to 10 minutes. Immediately after the walk, I took my heart rate using the carotid artery site. The equation for the 1 mile walk is as follows. I will use my information for an example. Body weight is 150 pounds, age is 21 years, 0 for females. For time, I converted the seconds to minutes, and the time was 15.85, and heart rate was 140 beats per minute. Plugging in my information to the equation, my VO2 max was 39.51 milliliters per kilogram per minute. My classification based on the VO2 max is excellent.